It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm lying. I woke up at 5. It's 5:45 in the morning. I'm on my way to yoga. It's through Crunch Gym. I signed up for a free 3-day pass. He told me to get there a little early so that I could, sign, I guess, some paperwork. I'm running a little behind. I still gotta warm up the car, but I'm excited. I still have my training session. Oh, where's my car? Okay. I still have my training session later, but if this whole 6 a.m. thing works, this hour could be used as like my meditation hour, because a lot of like successful people say that it's very, very important that you spend time meditating and stuff before you start your day. So that's exactly what I could use this hour for. So, we'll see. About to head over to the gym now. Hopefully it's not crowded, but it could be because of the working people. Like I remember when I used to work, I used to try to get in the gym before work. So that would be about 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So hopefully it's not like that, but I have this vibe that it probably is. I still have to order me another yoga mat. So we'll see. I don't see my neighbor's car out here. Maybe she in there. I might be able to borrow hers. She be going to the gym early in the morning too. Let's go. Okay, you guys. So I just got out of yoga. Sorry for the background air noise. It's cold, so I'm not turning it off. But you guys, yoga this morning was amazing. It actually was not crowded whatsoever. I thought it was going to be like the work crew, people trying to get their yoga in before they go to work or whatever. But it was only just me. It was me and this other girl and the instructor. So it was really cool to kind of have more of a one-on-one type of yoga instruction. She was able to help me with my position, my form, all that stuff. So it was really good. This is about to be a routine, y'all. Like I enjoyed waking up to this and just getting that good stretching. I do have to work out with my trainer at 10:30, so I'll hit the gym 45 minutes before our session, so like 9:45, and get that elliptical work in, get those push-up workouts in before my actual session. It's 7:10 now, so I have 8:10, 9:10. I have 2.5 hours basically to chill. I'm gonna go home and make me some oatmeal. I'll probably get on my OnlyFans live, see what they're doing, see if they wanna, fuck with me today, this morning, and just kind of relax before the gym. So I really enjoy this. I feel so great, like waking up and feeling so positive and just being the first person that I take care of in the morning. Like I'm really digging that vibe. Like this is gonna be a good routine for me. I don't know if they do morning yoga every morning. I gotta get on their schedule, just look. But we'll see. Don't mind me, you guys. It's cold in my house. I told you me and my husband be back and forth with the thermostat, so I put on my robe and I still have my head scarf, my head muffs on, or whatever you want to call it. So one of the things that I really like about this oatmeal recipe is it allows me to enjoy oatmeal like I used to when I was a meat and dairy eater without all of the extra stuff that's not so healthy. So back before I was vegan, I used to love making my oatmeal with whole milk, and I would pile on the brown sugar and the sugar, and I would put absolutely no fruit in it. And that's how I would eat my my oatmeal. But after being vegan, I was like, well, how am I gonna make oatmeal and I can't use whole milk? I'm trying to stay away from this brown sugar, any refined sugar for that matter. How is it gonna be good? So, what I can say is when it comes to plant-based milks, for me, in my opinion, almond milk is very watery. And honestly, they don't even use that many almonds when making almond milk. They probably only use like a few, and then they sell a large thing of almond milk, so it's more water than almonds, so you're not really getting as much nutrients as you think with almond milk. When it comes to soy milk is very, very healthy for you because it's soy, so it's full of protein and nutrients. But on top of that, soy milk I find gives your food more of a creamier texture without that nasty aftertaste. So if you're going to do a plant-based milk, I recommend soy milk. I haven't had oat milk yet, so I don't know how that would taste in my oatmeal. Another thing that I can say is you want to put fruit in it. Fruit is a natural sweetener. Now, I eat a lot of berries because berries have a lot of fiber. So that's why I chose strawberries and blueberries. And my blueberries are very, very sweet, which is actually kind of surprising because we're still in the middle of winter. And a lot of the produce, the fruit section has been like complete garbage lately because they're not really in season. But these blueberries, surprisingly, have been very, very sweet, and they've done a good job of sweetening my oatmeal. Another thing that you guys saw me do was drizzle some 100% maple syrup on my oatmeal, just to give it a little extra sweetening. Now, you don't want to go crazy. Even though maple syrup is better than refined sugar, there's still not that much fiber in maple syrup, so it's still pretty full of sugar, you know. So just only drizzle a little bit if that's something that you want to use. You could also use honey, but I'm vegan, so you can't really use honey, like, you know what I'm saying. But honey is like the only sweetener that comes from an animal byproduct that's actually really, really healthy for you. So if you don't care about those things, like, feel free to use honey. And then I put some walnuts on top because walnuts are just very, very, very good for your heart, and it's a very healthy fat. So I feel this is a very, very well balanced breakfast, and it's really, really good. Very sweet. This meal is gonna keep me full for quite some time. So I'm glad I'm eating it now because I'm going to be at the gym in 2 hours. So I want to make sure I give my body enough time to digest it before I start jumping around and exercising this, that, and the third. This is a very, very, very well-balanced breakfast. No more than 400 calories. This is great. It's very, very, very tasty. But feel free to use whatever fruit you prefer. I've seen people make oatmeal, you put peaches in it, or you put some apples in it, cut up some apple slices. You put mangoes in it. Like, it's really up to you. You have the freedom to make your oatmeal the way you want to make it. Me personally, because I'm trying to lose weight and watch my sugar intake, I really only stick to berries right now, just because berries are just so full of fiber, like ridiculous amounts of fiber, and you can have as much berries as you want. So that's why you guys see me with blueberries and strawberries every single day, because of that reason. And they're pretty sweet for the most part. So yeah. Now when it comes to my orange juice, I got this orange juice from Whole Foods. And it's literally straight oranges. There's absolutely nothing else in it. How do I know? Because I juiced it myself. So Whole Foods has this orange juicer. It's literally just orange juices. I mean, it's literally just oranges, and you push this button, you can watch the oranges go down the slide, down the chute, and be squeezed and poured into your container. So I think it's so good. This is honestly the best orange juice I've ever had. Like, I never really liked orange juice in the cartons, like, ever. I never drank orange juice. But this orange juice is very, very, very good. Now, it is a little expensive, I'm not gonna lie to you. 1 liter at the Whole Foods I go to is $17.99, so that is pretty pricey. It probably lasts us about 3 days between the both of us drinking it every day, so it is on the pricier side. But if you're feeling up for it, definitely try it. Like, it's so good, it's so fresh, so natural. You can't go wrong. Let me show you guys everything that I got from Whole Foods today. It was freaking packed, you guys. I hate going to Whole Foods during this time. It's definitely the rush hour crew. So let me show y'all what I got. Okay, so first I got some organic strawberries. This is to go with my oatmeal that I showed you guys earlier this morning, and when I make my yogurt. I love to use organic fruits, especially if there's no peel on it. And yeah, so I got me 1 case of organic strawberries. I got some organic cauliflower because I'm gonna be making a portobello crumble, if that makes sense. It's gonna be basically what I use for my meatballs, my spaghetti meatballs that I'm gonna make. So cauliflower is one of the ingredients, so I got that. I also needed some sage. This is the seasoning that I'm gonna be using when I make the portobello crumble. And mind you, the portobello crumble, it's like a hamburger per se without the hamburger. So that's what I'm going for. I got a shallot, fresh squeezed orange juice. Literally, this orange juice is very, very, very expensive, but it's so, so, so good. It only has one ingredient, which is oranges, so you can't go wrong there. This liter is $17.99, so it's very, very pricey. We go through a lot of it. This is not vegan. This is for George. This is classic chicken salad. I guess he's gonna make himself some chicken salad sandwiches. You guys, I couldn't resist. I had to have me some while I was in the car. I was so freaking hungry. If you guys have not tried Skinny Pop white cheddar, you do not know what you're missing. This is so freaking good. It kind of reminds me of the Smart Ones white cheddar popcorn. It's obviously not vegan, but it's kind of like that, just less white cheddar-y, if that makes sense. They use non-dairy cheddar. And then let me show you guys the nutritional label. There we go. So it's very, very low calorie. The serving size is 3.5 cups, 150 calories. And it only has 15 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat. And yeah, this is such a good snack. They pretty much sell it anywhere. 43 calories per cup. Not bad, right? Next, I got some more chickpeas, garbanzo beans, whatever you want to call them. I got 3, 4, and I got 4. I got a total of 4. I'm gonna be making a chickpea breakfast hash tomorrow, so you guys will see that. So I was almost out of chickpeas, so I was like, let me grab some more. Another ingredient for my portobello mushroom hash is gonna be carrots. So I got organic carrots. I got 4. The recipe only calls for 2, but I might double the recipe, so that's why I got 4. I also got sun-dried tomatoes. This will also be used for my chickpea hash that I'm making tomorrow for breakfast. And then I got 2 things of portobello mushroom caps. I found it weird that they only sell the caps. They don't sell the whole portobello mushroom. I don't know, I just feel like it's a way for them to charge more money, but whatever. I got 2 of these because like I said, I'm gonna double my recipe. And this portobello hash that's gonna serve as the hamburger mixture. Apparently you can freeze it, so that's really, really cool. The last thing I got, which I did not get from Whole Foods, I had to get from Kroger, are more lentil pasta. I wanted to get the spaghetti noodle, so I got that. I got a total of 3 of them. Whole Foods for some reason doesn't have red lentil noodles, at least not the one that I go to. I don't know why, but one of these is $2.49 at Kroger, so I got 3. Not too bad. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that was in my bag today. And I think everything came up to like $79, so not too bad today. Okay, I'm so hungry, you guys. So I'm eating leftovers. I had made me a Jamaican rundown. I'm just gonna eat all this quinoa, no sense in saving a drop. I had made me some Jamaican rundown last night. This is the leftovers. If you want to know how to make it, make sure you guys check out my short. I have a short on my channel where I made it and showed you guys like how to make it and stuff. This is definitely like a staple. It's so good, so flavorful, so healthy. And it's like something I just can't get enough of. Like, No matter how many batches I make, it's so freaking good. Okay, this bowl is really, really hot. I'm trying to show y'all what it looks like. So I just heated it up. This is what it looks like. So good, you guys. This is my favorite. One thing I can say, if you're thinking about being vegan, or you are vegan, or you do vegan stuff, but not, whatever it may be, always, always, always make sure you have ingredients for your favorite meals. Like, I always keep the ingredients for this in my house at all times, so that if, you know, I don't know what to cook, I have something to cook. I always keep vegetable broth in my house, like at all times. Like, at least I have like five jugs of vegetable broth, just because you never know. Mostly everything that I cook calls for vegetable broth, so I would never, ever, ever, ever want to run out. I always keep full fat coconut milk in my pantry, which is also an ingredient for this rundown. I always keep quinoa in the house. Always keep fresh blueberries and strawberries in the house, like always. That's a fruit that's always eaten. George loves blueberries and strawberries as well, so I always keep that in the house. I always keep soy milk in the house. What else? Tomatoes or spaghetti sauce, lentil noodles. So things like that. Like, if you can just find ingredients of stuff that you eat a lot of, always keep it in the house. Like, even if you don't need it. Like, the other day when I went to the store, I still got more vegetable broth, even though I had some, because I just never want to ever be in a situation where I run out and I need it. So that's why y'all saw me get 4 cans of chickpeas, because I only have 1 left. So now I have a total of 5. But I know that I'm gonna make the chickpea hash tomorrow for breakfast, and then I'm probably gonna end up making that chickpea salad again this week. So I just always keep stuff like that in the house. I always keep black beans in the house. So if you can, onions, celery, carrots, those tend to be things that I use a lot of. Bell peppers. Excuse me, I'm talking. Bell peppers. So I just always keep those type of things. I always have some type of mushroom in the house, just in case, because mushrooms like go on pretty much everything, right? Like, mushrooms are so universal, so I always keep that in the house. So find you guys ingredients and things that you like that goes in a lot of stuff. So for those nights when you're running around, or if you did a whole bunch of errands and you don't feel like going to the grocery store, you always have something in the house that you can piggyback off and make something. So that's what I do. That's what I do. Today, after I got out of the gym, I was on live for a little while, and then I had to run some errands. I had to pick up some medicine for my thyroid, and then I went to Kroger and Whole Foods. When I was at Whole Foods, I actually ran into somebody that I used to play basketball with in high school, so that was pretty cool. She's doing really, really well. I don't run into people that I know often, but when I do, like, I always remember who they are. Like, they're always somebody that I had like interactions with like regularly. I don't know what it is, so I always try to make sure my edges be laid, because I don't want people to catch me on an off day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's doing really good. She said she's blessed, which is amazing. Glad to hear that. Yeah, we used to play basketball in high school all 4 years, and we played AAU together and stuff, so that was definitely a pleasant surprise. I also had to return something for Amazon, and let me tell you guys about that Whole Food kiosk Amazon Prime return thing. That line was ridiculously long. Like, I was in line for 30 minutes, and what irritated me is normally the customer service desk is like right there next to the kiosk. And normally when the line is as long as it is, the customer service person will assist. He'll be like, next person in line, I can do it here. Listen, y'all, that nigga did not assist. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He literally stood behind the counter, and like all of us are like looking at him like, bruh, hello. Like, he did not say, I can help next person. He just was looking for stuff to do. He put the baskets away, the the shopping baskets. He put those away. Then he was wiping off the counter. Then he was pressing some buttons on the computer. And I'm just like, yo, he is just not trying to help with this return process. Like, I don't know why. Like, it didn't need to be all of that. So that was a little annoying. Like, what the fuck? I hate that kiosk. When there's people in front of me. Because I also noticed, like, I always get behind people who have never done it before, which makes sense. Like, you don't know, obviously it's going to take you longer. But I always end up getting stuck behind people who don't know what they're doing. And instead of them just asking, like, hey, can you help me? They just stand there and try to figure it out for themselves and take more time than necessary. Like, I cannot. Just ask for help. We will help you. Because we all want to get out of this line. Like, we will help you. We promise. Yeah, but Whole Foods was pretty busy. It was very fast paced today. Very fast paced. Like, everybody was acting like, I understand, you know, you've been at work all day, so you trying to get home to your kids, but I hate feeling rushed. Like, I don't know, like, it just irritates me, like, when people are rushing me, like, when the cashiers rush me, I don't like that, because then I always make a mistake, or I always forget something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like to be rushed. I don't like to be frantic. You can't even look at the aisles and see what you're trying to get out the aisle because there's people behind you, you're in their way, people in front of you, you're in their way. It's like, look, I'm trying to find sage, so I'm gonna be right here for a little minute. So if you see what you need, feel free to go in front of me and grab it because I'm looking through all the seasonings trying to find what I'm looking for. I'm not in a rush, so. And I know people probably hate people like me because I'm not in a rush. Like, you know, I mean, obviously I don't want to be at the store all day long, but I'm not in a rush. Like, I have time, so. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little annoying, but it's my fault. I was trying to get out of there sooner, or trying to get there sooner, but this didn't work out that way. So, tomorrow you guys are gonna see me make the chickpea hash for breakfast and the meatballs for dinner. So I'm making two things for you guys tomorrow. I don't really do the Beyond Meat and the Impossible stuff. I'm just really not trying to be on that processed meat type shit. And one thing I can say, because I've had it before. I've had the Beyond Burger and the Impossible Burger. And I had like chicken nuggets from the Noodles and Company place. I just feel like that stuff tastes too much like meat. Like, it tastes so much like meat, it's like scary. Like, when I went to the Noodles and Company, and again, I was on the road. Like, I had errands. That's why I was there, because I was so hungry. And that was like the only thing in close proximity to me at the time that I could get, because they have vegan noodle bowls or whatever. And so the one I had got, I think it was like some Thai noodle, General So, and then it had the fake chicken on it. And when I took a bite, I was like, this tastes just like a chicken nugget. Like, what the fuck? I had to go back and ask. So I sat down in there and I was like, you gave me the Impossible chicken, right? And she's like, yeah, it's the Impossible chicken. I was like, because it tastes just like regular chicken. And she was like, no, it's the Impossible. I was like, you sure? And she was like, yes. And then she laughed. I was like, okay, because it tastes too much like chicken. I just need to confirm. She claims it was chicken. I don't know, because that shit tasted just, or she claims it was Impossible, but it tasted just like chicken. I don't know. So I ain't right with that. So I'm not right. So, and then it's like, it's expensive to buy it too. Like, I've seen a bag of meatballs, air quotes, frozen bag. It was like $14 for like 7 or something. And I'm like, hell no. So that stuff can be really pricey. And then it's just all processed. Like, the reason why I became a vegan is to, you know, eat better, healthier, just live, you know, be leaner and just healthier. And obviously, like, real meat carries stuff like cholesterol. I get that. but it's also heavily processed as well. So why would I eat processed fake meat? You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing too that irritates me. Like, that's part of that's part of the difficulty of being vegan. And when you have family and friends who are not vegan, because the thing is, it's hard to enjoy restaurants together. Like, going out to eat is definitely like something that we do. Like, most people go out to eat for celebrations, just to catch up, birthdays, you know, things like that. Now, it's great that a lot of restaurants are incorporating an Impossible Burger or Beyond Meat Burger, whatever, but we can't just get like a cauliflower dish of some kind, or, you know, mushroom dish of some kind. Like, why is that the only option other than French fries? So that's that's something that I haven't had that issue yet lately. Well, when I went to Houston and I had lunch with some girls there, I did get the Impossible Burger, but they also had guacamole, so I got that, guac and chips. So they had other things, kind of like appetizer wise, but that's the only thing about being vegan, because it's like, I don't really want to eat that, but that's the only option, unless you're gonna eat sides, like a side of broccoli, a side of rice, a side of whatever, a side of asparagus. Like, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be a meal, it's just a whole bunch of sides. So I wish more restaurants would have like a vegan menu that consists of more than just Impossible meat. That would be nice. Now, when I went out with Mel, when we went to, it's like a Mexican restaurant, I guess. I had got a vegan burrito bowl. It was a vegan burrito bowl. So that was nice. So it wasn't any fake meat involved, you know? So I just wish more restaurants, at least in my area, I don't know, I haven't been like to too many places but outside of the state, but I wish more places incorporated, like, you know, a vegan dish that was not plant meat. That would be nice, if only, right? And that's the other thing too, when it comes to people, like, you tell people you're vegan, and so they think like, okay, well, this place has vegan food. And like I said, it'd be like sides, like a side of broccoli, a side of asparagus, a side of guac. It's like, yeah, but you know how you are getting a meal? How about like a meal, not a whole bunch of sides of vegetables? Like, come on. So, you know, people just don't, some people don't understand that. I don't know. I need more vegan friends, obviously, because we get it, you know, we get it. But other people, like, they don't understand, like, broccoli is broccoli, so what's wrong with that? Who just wants some fucking broccoli? Like, if you're gonna give me broccoli, like, I want it to be a meal, like an entree. You get what I'm saying? Like, not a side. And then even with that, you have to be careful because they probably load it with butter. I used to put butter on everything before I was vegan. Butter belonged on everything. So, you know, that's just something you have to watch out for when going out to eat with people. And then some of my favorite vegan restaurants, they only serve vegan food. And that's probably why they're like my favorite place, but they only serve vegan food. So, you know, if you take someone there that's not vegan. Now, some people, they love to try new stuff. And a lot of people love vegan dishes even though they're not vegan. But then you do have a group of people who, they don't want it just because it is vegan. Like, just because it's vegan, they don't want it. Like, and that's a problem as well. That's why, like, I do like Mellow Mushroom. Y'all see me eat there a couple of times. because me and George can both enjoy a pizza. I can get my vegan pizza and he can get his regular pizza, and it's really good. Like, he says it's so good, the regular pizza, and the vegan pizza is like my favorite pizza. So that's nice. We can sit down and enjoy our dinner together. I just wish more places could adapt that so that family members and whatever kind of dietary restrictions they have can still come together and enjoy a meal together without someone being like, I don't really want to be here because they can't accommodate my food restrictions, you know what I mean? So, if only, right? If only. So, for the rest of the night, I'm going to go live and edit this YouTube video. I'm going to get on the gym website and try to figure out what time I'm going to go to yoga, because I'm going to do yoga every day. I really enjoyed it. So, you know, I didn't feel like it was too much. Nothing hurts. So I just want to keep that going, you know. It's easy. Like, Saturday when I went with my neighbor, I did break a sweat. But this morning when I went, I didn't sweat, like, at all. Like, I felt really good. So it doesn't have to be a workout all the time, you know. It's a great way to stretch my body. So I like that. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that notification bell at the top so you'll be notified when I drop new content. Also, make sure you guys check out these videos right here to the right and the left of you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.